in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the rookie from Clemson, this is Wayne Gallman. And some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Be a long day, fellas.
The Giants offense, they were 30th in red zone trips a season ago, but they're in the red zone now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Giants coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, they had only 6 rushing touchdowns all of last year, fewest in the league. Back to throw. Knight. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. The offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back in.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rush. Complete to Jason Witten. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
That one good for 33 and a first. On 1st and 10, Rush. And that is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run again here with Gallman. Hurdle number 2. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
Looking to throw. Knight. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Open man right side is Ingram. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it?
Yeah, the ball is knocked out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And now running right. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
In motion left is Beckham. Looking to throw on second down. Knight will let it go deep for Beckham. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, Knight being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, rush. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, rush. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jay Bromley in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Back to throw. Knight. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable. And oftentimes, offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Giants. They start on the ground with Gallman. Space to maneuver at the 40. Now he's into the clear. The 30. 10. 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Going right side, he has Witten. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
This is Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. Rush. A dump off to Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green 39.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Here we go.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. How about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Gallman again, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first down. Knight. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Gallman looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Knight looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I told you, partner.
By Beasley. He's at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Rush drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Knight. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Rush. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A give to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. Off play action. Rush. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Gallman will run it, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Let's go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Rush. And this is caught by Witten to tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He's going to go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards.
I love how he just charged off the line of scrimmage as fast as he could, gave a head fake or two, and headed toward the post in the middle of the field. How about the delivery of the football? A big play as a result.
On first down, Rush throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Rush. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. No.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Gallman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This is Gallman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here's Darkwa. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Knight. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Knight. Able to find Harris, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Dwayne Harris from 13 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. The give is to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time running out here on the play clock. On the counter, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Rush, flush to his right. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he is down deep into Giant territory. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39! Gotcha now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more?
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And give him a gain of 37. Throwing on first down. Knight. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. throw on third down. Knight, he's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a miss on his first attempt, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
I know this will surprise you a little bit, Brandon, but you know kickers can be a fragile breed sometimes. You got to wonder what's going through his mind, but he didn't let that first miss impact him one bit.
Hey, I kicked back at Harrison High School. Are you calling my ilk soft? And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball top three. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week one. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing.